One of the major issues that we are dealing with is the issue surrounding the operation of Liat. At this stage, the Liat operation is basically for the staff, they're in no man's land. There are more than 100 employees across the Caribbean that are still listed as employees of Liat when I say listed as employees, they are on the roster to report for work, but are not being paid and have not been paid for the last 4 months. The government of Antigua, through the appointed administrator, has indicated to the staff and the trade unions that they will be paying the staff 50% of their wages for the month of July only. There's no discussion to date with the administrator or from any of the other shareholders as to how those other outstanding wages will be paid to the Liat workers. Specifically to the Barbados workers, over the last 2 weeks or so, the remaining staff members have been finally placed on layoff and are now able to proceed to the national insurance to make claims for unemployment benefits. We have had a discussion with the government of Barbados and through the Prime Minister and her team as it relates to how best we can address the situation for the Liat workers. The government has committed that all of the current measures that have been put in place to mitigate the impacts on workers across Barbados would also be made available to those Liat workers. And I must say, not only the Liat-based operational workers, but the Liat team of pilots and cabin crew who operate from here but are not taxpayers or members of the NAS in Barbados. In addition to Liat, we also will have changes to our American Airlines team in Barbados as they also are looking to adjust their numbers because of the downturn in flights coming from that airline. And if you guys would know from the international press that worldwide Liat American Airlines is going to furlough another 19,000 workers. So we do have some impact here in Barbados as well as it relates to that team. Coupled with that, we have adjustments obviously coming from the different handling companies at the airport in response as well to the downturn in air traffic. We are busy having those discussions. Regrettably, to pursue those discussions further, we need to have proper engagement with the relevant stakeholders in the ministries, and we are asking those persons to please give the appropriate time so that these workers could have an understanding of exactly what their futures are with these relevant companies. These discussions are just as critical as us having a stamp for people to be here for 12 months. We need to be able to treat our local workers just as urgently. So I outlined a number of areas for you, but the key thing that is occupying a majority of our time has to do with restructurings and reorganizing. I must say to you though that in the midst of all of that, we are still negotiating with companies and are achieving some levels of settlements or extensions to current collective agreements, thereby extending the protections and the offerings to workers across Barbados.